I remember one time after Mass, a couple came up to me, and they were non-Catholic. And they questioned, why they were not able to go to communion. And they felt kind of hurt about it. And I have to tell you that one of the questions that I get asked most is, why can't non-Catholics go to communion? I get asked that by non-Catholics and Catholics alike. And most people think it's about hospitality, but actually it's about unity and belief. You see, Catholics believe, and the Eastern Orthodox Christians believe as well, that the bread and wine at the Mass, at the Eucharist, is transformed into the body and blood, soul and divinity of Jesus Christ. That's what we call the real presence. It's a pretty powerful thing. Now, most other Christian denominations don't believe that about the Eucharist. They believe that the bread and wine stays the bread and wine. So they don't really have any trouble inviting people who may not be believers to come forward and take part in the Eucharist, because after all, it's bread and wine. But see, for the Catholic, it's really Jesus. It's the way we encounter God. And so if you're going to receive communion, you have to believe that it really is Jesus Christ. That's the first thing. Now, some people are going to say, well, Lutherans and Anglicans, they have a belief in the real presence. And they do have some type of a belief in the real presence. But here's where the unity factor comes in. Communion means in union with. That means when I go up the aisle at church to receive communion, I'm saying, I believe what this congregation believes. I believe that I'm receiving the body and blood, soul and divinity of Jesus Christ. And frankly, unless you're a Catholic or an Eastern Orthodox Christian, you don't believe that. And so it's kind of hypocritical then, at least from our standpoint, to have people come up who don't believe and receive. So it's not a question of hospitality. You see, we really want people to come to church and pray with us. But if you're going to go all the way and take that step to say, I believe that this is really Jesus, then we want you to be a part of us. We want you to be Catholic.